good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I know you're very busy, but we thank you for your time. We are the A team, and I'm Kenji. And
I'm Ernie, and our first back there is Ms. Hana.
And now, for today, we want to talk about the new revenue model for the Japan Times. Now, first off, our recommendation to the Japan Times is full digitalization. Now, full digitalization means switching completely from printed media to digital media, which refers to iPods, iPad, or anything that involves smartphones. Now, here's our agenda for today. From the top, we'll go current status, favorites digital, competitors data, the triforce model, and the revenues, which has three aspects: freemium, premium, and intermediary, and the risks, and last, the conclusion. Now, the current status in Japan Times right now is printed media is on decline due to computerization. And in Japan there has been a 7% drop of distribution in the last 10 years. Now, starting from 1999, there was at least 53 million subscribers. But 10 years later, in 2009, it dropped down to at least 50 million subscribers. Mainly, the reason is that digital media is rising rapidly. Now, looking at last year's number, it rose at least 20% for just 1 year, which is an incredible number.
Now, the A team's recommendation to Japan Times is that you capitalize upon this rapid growth through full digitalization of your printed work line, switching from a hybrid model, which is a free access through the K-Type, as well as premium access through the first account, which will come later on in the Triforce model. Now, through our research, we have discovered that two main competitors to the Japan Times have already dipped their toes into this field. In 2006, the Nikkei Shimbun launched Nikkei Online, which already has 130,000 subscribers. And just about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Asahi Shimbun launched Asahi Digital, which in the first 3 days already acquired 10,000 subscribers. Our answer to this particular challenge is the Triforce model. Now, what you see before you is a very more complicated version than we provided in the 10-page outline. What we see on the right-hand side is the red line, which is the competitor's access to our customer base. The far right being the standard analog paper printed version of their newspaper line, and also the internet source. On the left side, you can see that we changed that model to include 2 channels and completely eliminating the hard copy Shimbun. Far left side would be the premium access. The far right side would be the free access through K-Type. As you can see, all access is through the internet and through the Japan Times Online. Now, the first aspect of our Triforce model is called the freemium aspect. Freemium just means that you have free access to a limited amount of data, but you can get it for free through K-Type, through contracting through one of the 3 big telephone companies, au, Docomo, SoftBank. Now, through our research, we found that a single banner ad for this particular model yields around 60,000 yen per ad per month. Now, should the person wish to read further into the article, because only on the K-Type you only read the first 100 words in our plan, it would be subject to the next part of our plan, which is the premium model. Now, the premium model includes a full expansion of Japan Times Online to include full customization of the particular homepage they log into. Now, we understand that Nikkei Online already gives a service like this for around 4,000 yen. We, the A team, think Japan Times, if we should adopt this model, adopt a 3,500 yen a month subscription fee to be competitive with them. For the revenue, for particularly the premium aspect, the Japan Times, we recommend the Japan Times include active login page, a full customization menu for the customer and the subscriber, which means that they can choose what particular aspect of the story they want to get into. Sport, sports, news, or anything to do with what the interests are. This particular model is the premium access customer basis. Top being the potential customers in Japan. We calculated to be around 60 million potential customers. And our current potential 40 to 60 million potential customers is around 16 billion yen. But we understand that this number seems to be a little out of the world, therefore, Kenji here calculated a different number for us.
Now, with that number, we know it's not accurate, but an average, we took from the 66,000 present customers, should we take around 40,000 subscribers and transfer to online base, and multiply that by 3,500 yen, which is about 154 million yen. And while eliminating the material costs and the distribution costs.
Now, the third aspect of our Triforce model is called the infomediary aspect. Now, we understand that Japan Times has a unique demographic being its main customer base, which is highly educated, highly affluent, bilingual, and usually leaves the country at least once a year. We understand that certain big name companies would like access to this particular demographic, and therefore reporting what particular stories the customer chooses on their Keitai or their person, and reporting that generates data about what kind of interest they have. Take, for example, Lady Gaga's visit to Japan a couple weeks ago. That may have increased particular interest for Lady Gaga products or stuff. We understand that there are some legal ramifications to this particular aspect. Therefore, we address that by having a terms and conditions section to the login page. You can access it in Keitai, or you can access through your subscription via person.
Now, we'd like to talk about the risks of the Japan Times. Now, first off, if the affiliate Keitai company was for SoftBank, AU, or Docomo, that company may go bankrupt, or would go bankrupt, and which results to loss of customer base. The second is cyber terrorism, which is also hacking. Now, you can see Sony, Sega, even the CIA have been victim of the hacking.
Now, for the third aspect of the risk, incompatibility, I consulted with a friend who's currently a fourth-year student at Virginia Tech University in Virginia, and he was telling me that certain operating systems may not be compatible with the programs that you might use on your website. Take, for example, the Android operating system, which updates almost yearly, and sometimes old applications called widgets don't actually work with the new generation. The second being the famous Flash and Apple compatibility issues, where usually on iPhone or iPad you can't access anything with a Flash operating system on it.
Now, despite these risks, everything has a risk, and mainly there's no solution. But if you don't, we think that if you don't take this opportunity now, what we say in Japanese, now, my conclusion.
The conclusions is that Japan Times keep these four facts in mind. We got these from a famous professor named Peter Drucker. First off being, pick the future against the past in making your decisions. Just like the horse versus the car, pick that which will progress faster, which will yield a lot more profit for you.
The second one is focus on opportunities over problems. We think if when you face a problem and you have a new idea, don't hesitate about not using it. Just do it.
Third one is choose your own direction. Do not follow that which is the standard for the industry. Instead, blaze a trail for the industry and utilize your opportunities that way.
Fourth, aim high, aim for something that will make a difference. Don't aim for ideas that others are doing. Be more ambitious and have a higher goal. And thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.
Any questions?